Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus and Musonius Rufus knew that love isn't just rainbows and unicorns. Sometimes love is challenging. But here are 5 Stoic quotes that we should listen to and act accordingly for better relationships. While we enjoy the good times, be ready for the not-so-easy moments that can pop up in love, family, and friendship. Let us start. Not to display anger or other emotions, to be free of passion and yet full of love. Marcus Aurelius. The idea is to avoid openly expressing anger or other intense emotions. Instead, he encourages a state of emotional freedom and control, where one is not driven by passionate outbursts but remains composed. Now, in the concept of love, it's the person who doesn't let anger take over in their relationships. They don't explode in fury, but rather they maintain a calm demeanor. In doing so, they embody a love that is steady and unwavering, not disrupted by the turbulence of unchecked emotions. It's to have a deep, enduring affection that isn't swayed by momentary irritations or fleeting frustrations. Marcus Aurelius is suggesting a kind of love that is serene, where one is not tossed about by emotional storms, but stands firmly rooted, expressing love in a tranquil and enduring manner. It's about maintaining a sense of emotional balance in relationships, building a love that is constant, reliable, and resilient in the face of life's challenges. Those whom true love has held, it will go on holding. Seneca. When we really love someone for real, that love doesn't just vanish, it sticks around, like a favorite song that we never get tired of hearing. It's like having someone who's always there, rain or shine. If we've truly loved someone, that love stays with us forever, with the person who's always part of our story. Seneca says that this lasting love isn't a one-time thing. It's a steady beat in the background of our lives. It doesn't disappear when things get tough. It's there to cheer us on. In the world of love, he's telling us that once we've really loved someone, that love becomes a solid part of who we are, like a bookmark in the story of our lives. So be reminded of Seneca's love wisdom as a comforting idea. True love, the real deal, sticks around. Love should be a familiar tune that never gets old, playing in the background of our lives, making it richer and warmer. When such caring for one another is perfect, and the married couple provide it for one another, and each strives to outdo the other, then this is marriage as it ought to be, and deserving of emulation, since it is a noble union. But when one partner looks to his own interests alone and neglects the others, or, by Zeus, the other is so minded that he lives in the same house, but keeps his mind on what is outside it, and does not wish to pull together with his partner or to cooperate, then inevitably the union is destroyed. And although they live together, their common interests fare badly, and either they finally get divorced from one another, or they continue on in an existence that is worse than loneliness. Musonius Rufus. When we both strive to outdo each other in kindness and understanding, that's the jackpot of a happy marriage. It's a sweet competition of love and support. However, if one of us just focuses on ourselves and ignores the other, or if we both only share a house without a connection, the teamwork falls apart. The relationship, once full of life, starts to fade. Our shared interests dry up, withers, and even if we stay together, it feels lonelier than being alone. According to Musonius Rufus, marriage is a shared project where both partners actively contribute. It's a promise to stick together through thick and thin. When this team spirit is lost, marriage becomes an empty shell, perhaps even worse than being alone. Never depend on the admiration of others. There is no strength in it. Personal merit cannot be derived from an external source. It is not to be found in your personal associations, nor can it be found in the regard of other people. It is a fact of life that other people, even people who love you, will not necessarily agree with your ideas, understand you, or share your enthusiasm. Grow up. Who cares what other people think about you? Epictetus. Our personal strength and value are these cozy little flames within us, warm and bright. Now, Epictetus emphasizes that this fire doesn't come from outside sources, from what others see of us, or how much they admire us. We should not keep our fire going by constantly looking for someone else to throw logs on it. Nope, that's not the way things should work. Epictetus relates that our fire, our personal worth, comes from our own actions, choices, and character. It's the logs we put on our fire ourselves. So, seeking admiration from others is wishing they'll keep our fire going for us, and that's just not sustainable. He's urging us to stand tall and not be swayed by what people say about us. Who cares if others don't agree with our ideas or understand our passions? Be your own person, and let your fire burn bright on its own terms. In the world of love, let's not rely on others to define our worth or happiness in a relationship. Our love for ourselves and others should come from within, not from external validations. It's to have a solid, self-sustaining fire of love that doesn't flicker based on what others perceive or say. Let's grow up, be confident, and embrace our own flames of worth and love. For mankind, evil is injustice and cruelty and indifference to a neighbor's trouble, while virtue is brotherly love and goodness and justice and beneficence and concern for the welfare of your neighbor. Musonius Rufus. Evil, in our eyes, according to Musonius Rufus, is the neighborhood troublemaker who's all about unfairness, cruelty, and couldn't care less about our neighbor's messy life. Similar to a person who cuts in line at the market, snags cookies from the jar without asking, or pretends not to see when someone's juggling a gazillion problems. Now, on the flip side, virtue is the A-list squad of human behavior. It's a confetti made of brotherly love, goodness, justice, and a generous sprinkle of caring for our neighbor's well-being. It's that person who not only shares candy, but also helps with tricky homework and checks in when we're down. In love, he encourages us to not be the troublemaker in love. Be the love spreader, the kindness champion, the one who makes the world better with each act of love, with a love superpower that turns our everyday into something extraordinary. No cape required. Remember, Stoic love is balanced by the awareness that we might face loss in the future, experience betrayal, or find that our feelings change over time. Once we accept these possibilities, the strong emotions we feel start to make a bit more sense, and life becomes a bit easier to handle. Being okay with changes and adapting to them gracefully is part of it too. Checking in with your feelings and making thoughtful choices in love is important. Real and long-lasting love stays strong over time. When a true connection forms, in friendships, family, or romantic relationships, that love can keep going, staying strong even when things get tough or a lot of time passes. It means this kind of love can last and keep the people connected to it close. Lastly, being kind and understanding in relationships, even when things are confusing, is what Stoic love is all about. This is to have a strong and flexible mindset in love and life. With that, this is again powerful quote. If you liked this video, comment down below your favorite quote and share your experiences so we can interact with each other. Thank you for staying with us until the end. Till we meet again, and see you soon.